morning. Today's reading comes from the book of Luke, chapter 19 and 20, starting at verse 45 in chapter 19 and finishing at verse 8 in chapter 20. Luke 19:45. When Jesus entered the temple courts, he began to drive out those who were selling. It was written, he said to them, "My house will be a house of prayer, but you have made it a den of robbers." Every day he was watching at the temple, but the chief priests, the teachers of the law, and the leaders among the people were trying to kill him. Yet they could not find any way to do it, because all the people hung on his words. Chapter 20. One day, as Jesus was teaching the people in the temple courts and proclaiming the good news, the chief priests and the teachers of the law, together with the elders, came up to him. "Tell us by what authority you are doing these things." They said, "Who gave you this authority?" He replied, "I will also ask you a question. Tell me, John's baptism, was it from heaven or human origin?" They discussed it among themselves and said, "If we say from heaven, he will ask, 'Why didn't you believe him?' But if we say of human origin, all the people will stone us, because they are persuaded that John was a prophet." So they answered, "We don't know where it was from." And Jesus said, "Neither will I tell you by what authority I am doing these things." On the second day of Holy Week, I'm going to share with you one example how I've been encouraged, tempted, and blessed that the Holy Spirit helps me clean up the temple of God. Like Jesus in the temple, his house, we must clean it up, our temple, the body, and manage it. For more than 41 years, I used tobacco products. I know, nothing to write home about, right? It was a habit. I enjoyed it. It was like a security blanket when I had it. For me, I was calm when I had it, but when it ran low or I ran out, anxiety would kick in, and with anxiety comes anger, fear, and uncertainty. Characteristics not from God. My poppy, who used tobacco products up until he was in his early 50s, he used to say to me, "David, you need to quit that stuff." I did it, so can you. I had tried several times on my own to quit, but each time unsuccessful. It wasn't until I gave God the opportunity to put his blessing before my addiction, by making my life much more enjoyable without the tobacco. I was 50 when tobacco was cleaned out of my life, making Jesus' word much more addictive and enjoyable. So as you look at your temple and reflect during this Holy Week, is there anything in your life that needs cleaned up and managed? May God bless you and keep you this week, and may Jesus be the addiction in your life.